You're retired, and everyone says this should be the time of your life, but you're finding it more of a challenge than you thought it would be. A drink now and then seems to ease your anxiety. Is that a cause for concern? Dr. Ashley Braun-Gabelman has joined us in the UH Broadcast Studios to tell us. Dr. Braun-Gabelman is a psychologist in the Addiction Recovery Services at University Hospitals. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
So is a glass of wine at dinner every night or every few nights really considered a dangerous situation?
Not necessarily. So the guidelines are for adults 65 and older who are healthy and not taking medications, not to have more than 3 drinks in any given day, and not to have more than 7 drinks in a week. But there are a lot of conditions in this age group that could lead to risky drinking behaviors.
Oh, okay. So what kind of conditions are those?
Mostly things having to do with role changes. So retirement is a big one, possibly moving to a condo instead of that house that you've been in all of your life, spouses and other friends passing away. So all of these role changes, if we're not careful, could potentially lead to or exacerbate a problem with alcohol.
Now, why is that?
Well, adults who are in this age group tend to be on some medications that are not advised to be mixed with alcohol. And other health conditions can often co-occur in this age group as well. Things like heart disease, memory problems, diabetes, things like that.
So if you're a loved one and you're seeing things happen, what are some of the warning signs that you should be looking out for?
Well, the most obvious is if the person is drinking more than usual, if they're drinking alone rather than going out with usual social activities, not meeting usual responsibilities, isolating, and if the person is experiencing more depressed or anxious mood, they might be tempted to drink to cope with that.
Okay, so if we see this and we're concerned, how do we approach that person?
So we want to come from a place of caring and concern rather than confronting the person. Just letting them know what exactly you're seeing and what you're concerned about, helping them make that phone call to their doctor, and hopefully helping them get into treatment if that's what they need. It is possible, though, that they might not be ready and willing to go to treatment right away.
Oh, why not? You can see it, why can't they?
Right. Well, in fact, only about 10% of people who need treatment for alcohol actually get it in general. And in this age group in particular, there might be thoughts like, oh, well, I've been able to control this my whole life. I don't need help now. This isn't really a problem. I'm stuck in my ways, or treatment doesn't work. In fact, treatment does work, and the first step is going to your doctor and getting an assessment to see if you are leading to risky drinking.
Okay, so if we see this going on, other ways to help them, even if they don't want to go into treatment, some ideas for helping them prevent an issue with alcohol.
Right, so if the person doesn't yet have a problem, but might be leading towards that way, I think one thing that's really important is finding a sense of meaning in life, especially if that professional identity is gone with retirement. Finding other things that are meaningful, so spending times with grandkids or friends, hobbies, joining a book club. Maybe it's something that you've done your whole life, or maybe it's something brand new that you've never tried before. But whatever it is, finding something that's meaningful and gives you a sense of purpose.
All right, great tips for us today. If you're facing retirement or another big life change, follow Dr. Braun-Gabelman's advice for a healthy transition. And if you're concerned you may be using alcohol to adjust, be sure to get an assessment. For help, use the information that's coming up next. My thanks to Dr. Braun-Gabelman for joining us today.
Thanks.
For more information, call the Center for Lifelong Health at University Hospitals at 844-312-LIFE. That's 5433. Or visit www.uhhospitals.org/lifelonghealth. Next.